Hello and welcome to the token creation demonstration on Neural. We are showing this for the testnet, but this can easily be used in the same manner for mainnet as well. Now, before we get into the API use, let's quickly see the conceptual thought process behind token creation. We are currently using the demonstration of a custody based token. So this is the process. In the current setup, when an investor owns an asset, that's recorded with some custodian, which is a centralized database. Blockchain by definition, which is the current setup proposed, the new setup proposed, is a distributed ledger. So investors' ownership that's recorded on blockchain, like Neural, is essentially the ownership of tokens. Now, these tokens need to have a beneficial interest from the underlying asset. And so there is the custody of asset held with the asset holder, which is another fact recorded on the blockchain as well. And the beneficial interest is formally in the tokens as per a legal agreement. So, in a nutshell, tokenization of this variety is custody plus beneficial interest transfer of to tokens through a legal agreement. Now, let's go back to API uses for this. The create token API requires these fields. So let's try out one. The token name that you want to give. So I'm just calling it demo bond token. Any name, a string basically. Token type, there are conventions. So those are, we'll share that separately. But 31 to 39 are essentially bonds of various types. A first owner is whose wallet this token is going to be created in. The idea here is that if someone is handing over the bonds to the custodian, then that's the address in which these tokens are created. Uh, but if the custodian is buying the bonds itself, then the first owner and custodian can be same. This transaction is ultimately signed only by the custodian, not by the first owner. So it's important that the custodian address is accurate. First owner address is also important, but that's a recipient of these tokens. The legal doc hash is the important thing, which we saw in the earlier case. Set of legal documents required, one or more, which actually transfer the beneficial interest of the underlying asset into the tokens. That is signed off chain. It's enforceable legally off chain, but the document hash is included in this process. Amount created is specific number of tokens. You can create any number. That's not a constraint. Value created is in the currency of that token in the off-chain world. So if it's a bond in INR, then value created is in INR. So if it's 10,000, it's customary to keep the tokens generally higher with the value of say 100 or 1 rupee, but $1 as the case may be. But that's again more convention than enforced rule. Once you execute this transaction, you'll essentially get a file that represents this transaction, which is the create token transaction. It will have timestamp and some other details, these details that we filled, and the signature field is currently empty. So that's the field that we will now need to fill up. So for signing the transaction, you'll need to have the wallet file of this specific custodian that you mentioned here. So, and the transaction file that we just created. So this wallet file refers to the custodian wallet. I use this wallet file, so that includes the private key of that wallet. So that's why it's important. And the second thing is the transaction that we just created, create token transaction. And once you execute this, if the signature is accurate, the person is authorized to sign and the sign is accurate, then the sign transfer file will get created in this manner. Technically, it will get created nevertheless, but at the time of validation, it will succeed only if it is an accurate transaction. This step will be done typically by the nodes, but just for the purpose of if you are yourself a node, you can execute this transaction yourself as well. And this becomes then ready to be included in the next block when it is added. So that's in a nutshell the token creation transaction. Thanks for watching.